Let them lose you. It's finna be one of them ones, as you can tell by the tonality of my voice and the fact that I'm walking around. If you know me and I'm walking around, it's only one of three things. It's anxiety, it's something I'm passionate about, or the thoughts is overwhelming. I avoided this video topic due to it being a bit sensitive in the things that I'm going through in life right now. But it is absolutely necessary, and I feel like it's time for me to make this video. But yes, let them lose you. You can't hold on to people, relationships, or even sometimes jobs or anything that makes you feel as if you have to prove yourself to them, or you have to prove your value to them, or prove that you're the right choice, because all it is doing is hurting you and limiting you by holding up the capacity inside of your brain that where other space or energy can be going towards that you can grow, or better said, for your growth. Stop holding on to these things. It's all they are doing is hurting you. I'm actually finna try to force myself to sit down. I feel a little bit calm after getting the intro out the way. That's the nerves and got out of the way a little bit. Let's go ahead and sit down. I'm gonna force myself to sit down. But if need be, I need to get up. I will be getting up and walking around. That's a bit better. Let them lose you. Let them lose you. Stop holding on to these things of people that make you feel as if you have to prove something to them or show them that you're the right choice. No matter what it is, whether that's in relationships, friendships, being on a job, any of these things, you may have to just detach and let them miss out on the greatness of you. This is something that I personally struggle with, and you may struggle with as well, is letting people miss out on you. Sometimes that's precisely the thing that you have to do. I'm learning how to come to peace with that. I never felt like I was anybody's first choice, and chances are you may have felt that way too at some point. But in regards to my life, in any aspect, whether it's even something as simple as playing basketball or going on a trip or hanging out with people, I've always never felt that I was the best choice, even though I understood the qualities in which that I would bring to whatever it is, whatever activity, whatever relationship or anything that it is. I understood that, and it evolved into an issue for myself, and it evolves into issues for a lot of people, is where we feel as if we have to prove ourselves and prove our value towards people. Part of it is kind of the ego or the mindset of it, and it's a good and bad thing, but what I'm noticing more so is I've been taking more negative than I have positive when it comes into that. When it comes to you holding on to relationships or being in relationships where it comes to where you feel as if you have to prove your value, you get into this mindset at a certain point where it's like, I'll show you. Let me adjust the camera real quick. But yes, you get into that I show you mindset, and it is something that can be very toxic to yourself, because these same people that you're holding on to, trying to prove your value to, try to show them that you're the best choice, you're going to continue to do so, and guess what's going to happen to you when they don't give you that validation that you've been craving or seeking? You're gonna be very disappointed. You're gonna be hurt. You're gonna start to question your own value. You're gonna start to question yourself as to what you truly bring is of quality, or if you are the right choice. Yeah, no, we can't continue to put ourselves in that mindset. We can't put our frame into that mindset. And in doing that, we have to understand our own value. And the crazy thing about it is that a lot of us truly do kind of already understand our value, or we're at least working on improving our value. But when it comes to these relationship dynamics with people and things of that, we always try to show our value, or make someone feel, or we always try to show someone our value, or more so seek from the validation of them, or more so seek the validation of them saying like, hey, you're great. I feel like I've never been anybody's first choice when it comes to a lot of things. I feel as if a lot of people didn't see my value. So I built up that mindset of thinking that I will show you, I am better, I am the correct choice, and I'm going to make you see that I'm the right choice. But guess what? They didn't choose me. These people didn't choose me. And chances are that they're not going to choose you. So the only thing that you can do for yourself is let them miss out on your greatness. Yeah, that's it right there. The only thing you can do for yourself in these situations of holding on to these people and they're making you question your value, making you question your worth, or making you question if you're the right choice, the best thing you can do is let them lose you. Let them miss out on you. And it's like, yeah, it's hard, because sometimes you want someone to see the value in you, or you want that outside validation sometimes. I know I would like it sometimes. It feels great sometimes when somebody really realizes the things that you're bringing to them, the quality of you, how you're always improving yourself, or how you show up for whatever job it is and you get the job done, like you're the go-to guy. Yeah, it feels good sometimes when you have that. The person that truly needs to understand their value and sees their value and know that they're worth something is you. You're the only person that needs to know that you're worth something. You're the only person that needs to know that you're the right choice, even if you're the right choice for yourself. You're the number one choice for yourself. These relationships, when they get you into this mindset where you're questioning your value, or they're not seeing your value, becomes very taxing. It can put you in a very dark place to make you feel like you're not enough, or feel like you're not doing enough, you're not improving, you're not the go-to person. It can make you feel very bad about yourself. But because you're stuck in that mind frame of just like, okay, yeah, I'm going to prove them, I'm going to show them I am the better choice, you get stuck in this cycle. But you have to pull yourself out of that cycle. The thing that I've learned is just learning to let people miss out on you. Let them miss out on you. Let them lose you. Let them miss your greatness. And it's hard when you want that validation from that one person or one thing to just let you know that you're the go-to person. You're the right choice. You're valued. You're appreciated. It hurts. It hurts a lot when you don't get that. I can say for my situation, I'll let you in on my situation. As of recent, there was a certain somebody that I tried my best to show my value to. They never made me feel as if I was satisfactory, and what did that do? That made me go even harder to continue to try to try and show my value, to make them appreciate me or make me feel appreciated. Made me feel as if I'm doing something great. There's times where I'm saying, there's been times where I've expressed that I was doing something great, or I was going to do this and that, and there was no compliment. There was no, hey, you doing good, or it was never any true support behind that to give me kind of that validation or feelings as if I was doing something good. And it was negatively impacting me. But obviously, we still have to show up and we still have to perform. But yes, this specific person, I kept trying to express my value and always do things and bring up these things to really truly change their perspective, to see the quality that I'm bringing them. But you can't make a person who doesn't see your value see your value. It's something like trying to wear somebody else's prescription. You can't see. Chances are you wear another person's glasses, you just can't see. You can't change their perspective on you. They have to realize it. And if they don't realize it, or you don't see that they're coming to a point where they are going to realize it, or they're appreciating you more, you just have to do what is best for yourself in that situation and let them miss out. Sadly, you don't want some people to miss out, but yes, I continue to try to show my value to people. And this is a thing that even not even when it comes to just this one person, it's a thing I always try to express my value to people sometimes. I don't really kind of flaunt it, but a lot of the times I find myself searching for that validation of somebody saying like, hey, you're appreciated, hey, you're valuable, hey, you're doing great. And I'm learning not to do that, because like I said, recently when it came to this one specific person or this one situation, I constantly try to show them my value. I constantly try to tell them I'm great. I constantly try to do things. And guess what? They didn't choose me. And that hurts when you're doing great things for yourself and trying to do great things for others and providing something of substance into other people's life, and they can't just sit here and say that you're appreciated, or they don't make you feel as if you're valuable. They have you questioning your value and make you get into the cycle of constantly trying to prove your value to them. It sucks. It hurts real bad. It can put you in a dark space. But I'm learning that's something that we can't do. We can't do that anymore. We can't sit here and try to prove our value. Once again, the person that knows our value is us. We are the only person that needs to know our value. It should get to a point where our value and the things that we bring in life and the great things that we are doing for ourselves, we give ourselves that validation. And yes, it's a human thing for us to want that on the outside, but yet we have to embrace more so on the inside so that we can get that sense of fulfillment. If we can't outsource it, we have to get it inside. We have to find a way to create that. You lose a lot of energy trying to become this person that is the right choice for other people, or the go-to guy, or always trying to prove yourself to other people, to show your value to other people. You lose a lot of energy, but you need to be the go-to guy for yourself. You need to appreciate the things that you are doing for yourself. You need to know your own value. Know that the qualities that you bring are something special. You are something special. The things that you are bringing are of substance. The things that you are bringing are significant. The qualities in which you have or may just be something that this person doesn't necessarily see as valuable. And it's kind of crazy because chances are it's probably some quality about yourself that is kind of generally accepted amongst many that is something of value, whether that's your ability to communicate well, your emotional intelligence, or you just showing up when is needed. Showing up when is needed. You have to realize that some people don't find value in these things, and you can't make them. And in that, you can't continue to allow yourself to feel bad about these things. But yeah, if they don't find the things that you're bringing to them as quality or valuable or significant, and they feel as if there's something better, or as if there's a better choice, let them have that better choice. Let them see if the grass is greener. A lot of people make the mistake in this world that the grass is greener on the other side, but the grass is not really green. It might look all luscious and whatnot from the distance, and then you get over there, that grass be dying, wilting, all types of stuff. Let these things go. I can't put emphasis on it enough. Pour into your own cup. Let the other cups go. Let the other cups go. Pour into yourself. Let these people go. Let these relationships go. Stop draining yourself. And it is hard. I think I've said this maybe 3 or 4 times throughout the course of making this. Like, yes, it is hard letting people go, letting people miss out on you, letting people miss out on the value, and coming to the mindset of where it's just like, okay, you don't see my value. All right, I know I'm valuable. Somebody finds me valuable. I'm going to take my value somewhere else where it's appreciated. And that goes into go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. We're going to cook for that one too. But yes, if these relationships are not making you feel appreciated and making you question your value or have you questioning yourself, man, the best thing that you can do is let them go to the thing, or let them make the choice of choosing the thing that they find more valuable at that moment. Chances are they're going to make the wrong choice. Chances are they're not putting in the work that you're putting in. Chances are they're not going to show up the way that you're showing up. They're not going to do the things that you're willing to do. They're not going to go that extra mile. They're not improving themselves every single day. Chances are those are the chances. So you gotta let them go, and it's gonna take some time. Like I said, this is something that I'm learning how to do. It's been very hard as a person who's once again always kind of, not necessarily always, but who wants to know that they're kind of valuable, who wants to know that they're doing a great thing in life, who wants to know that they're appreciated. It's a hard thing for a person who kind of yearns for that feeling from specific people, and they don't give it to you, knowing and all while knowing your own value. And that's another thing. That's the next point, is the fact that a lot of us know that we're doing great things. A lot of us know our value. A lot of us know that the things that we're doing will be appreciated if we took it somewhere else. But we constantly try to put it in a place where it's not appreciated, or the fact that we'll know our value and we try not to live it out, and we try not to flaunt it as a way of just kind of being, I guess, not necessarily generous. The word isn't coming for me right now, but you understand what I'm saying. We're trying not to throw it in people's faces. Yeah, that's what I'll say. We're trying not to throw it in people's faces. We know our value, but we're trying not to throw it inside of people's faces and flaunt it around. We can't do that anymore. You got to come to the realization of your value and start living it out. And this is kind of something that I had to come to peace with towards the end of my little scenario and whatnot, where I started actually talking about the things that I brought. I started to talk about my great things that I've done. I started to talk about the qualities in which I've brung. And I even emphasized the fact that I am better than the other options that is out there. But yes, there's a positive and negative of doing it. The positive is you're understanding your value, and you know the quality, and you're taking a pride in the fact that you are this great person doing these great things, or providing these things of substance to whatever is on the receiving end. But at the same time, that thing is on the receiving end of those words, of you presenting forward your value, or showing them that you are of value, they are not going to see it. They don't see it. They don't appreciate it. So what did you just do? You just set yourself up for a little bit of a disappointment. And the best thing that you can do for these people is to just sit back and just be like, all right, you don't see my value? I'm gonna take it somewhere else. You don't appreciate me? Somebody will appreciate me. Some job will appreciate me. I'm gonna be the go-to person for somebody. I'm gonna be the go-to person for some job, some activity, even if you have to be appreciated by yourself, even if the person that has to see your value has to be yourself, even if it comes down to the person that you are the number one choice to is yourself, then it has to come down to that. But you have to let go. Let people miss out on the blessing that you are. Let people miss out on the greatness that you are. Let people miss out on all of the things, the qualities and values that you bring into them, and they don't appreciate it. And the crazy thing about that is a lot of people don't realize what the value of something or the greatness of something until it is no longer in their grasp, until they no longer have access to it, until they no longer are receiving the energy that's been poured into them from that person or thing, no matter what it is. And it's a sad scenario, especially when it comes to people, man, because you build these emotions, and you build these relationships and all of these things with these people, and you just want them to tell you that you're great. You just want them to give you a pat on the back sometime. You want them to say they're proud of you. You want them to see your value and just overall appreciate you and give you that fulfillment, and they just don't do it. And it's crazy because a lot of the times when it comes to these more specific relationships, is the value that you are presenting towards these people or jobs or anything of the sort, they're not doing the same things towards you. Yet another reason why we have to learn how to let these things go. It's hard, and it can be somewhat painful detaching from whatever it is. I understand, but you need to understand that this is something that you need to start doing. This is something that we need to start practicing in order to let go of our limiters, in order to open up some more of the space inside of our capacity, in order to expand, in order to put more energy back into ourselves. This is something that we must start practicing and applying to our everyday lives, is knowing our value and going where we're appreciated, taking our value somewhere where we're seen as valuable. Think about that. You have to take your value, to take your greatness and put it somewhere else where it's going to be appreciated. You can't sit here and tax yourself anymore. There's no need for that. And I'm learning that, and we need to learn that, and we need to apply this to our lives. We can't do this. We can't please everybody. You're not going to be seen as great to everybody. You're not going to be seen as the hero to everybody. Everybody's not going to be able to see your value. They're looking at you from a different lens, and you take the lens that they're looking at you from and put it on your face, you're not going to be able to see clearly. That's exactly how they're seeing you. They don't see your value. So yeah, it's a sad scenario, but some people just gonna have to miss out on you. Some people gonna have to miss out on your greatness. Some people gonna have to miss out on all of the significant and great things that are to come from you. But in the end, you are the person that needs to feel as if you're doing great. You're doing great for yourself. You need to feel as if you have value. You need to feel as if you're the number one person or the go-to person. Like I said, even if it is for yourself, you need to feel like that. Remove your value and remove your greatness from people that don't appreciate it, and move it somewhere where it is appreciated, even if that's within yourself. Go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. Go where somebody sees the greatness and you let these things go. So with that, I want to wrap this up, and I want to talk to you, and I want to talk to myself with this. I want to give you some affirmations. You are valuable. You are great. You're doing the right thing. You are appreciated. The things that you're doing are leaving an impact. You are someone's number one choice. You are great. You're doing great. You're strong. You are valuable. You are appreciated. I'm saying this to you on the other side of the screen. I'm saying this to you on the other side of the screen, and I am talking to myself right now. You are appreciated. You are valuable. Stop worrying if everybody else sees the value within you. You need to see the value within you. Sometimes you don't even know your own value. Like I said, sometimes we lower our own value or understanding of our value, or play it down a little bit just to accommodate for other people. But realize the things that we're doing are great. But let's appreciate ourselves. Let's appreciate our own value. Let's appreciate the great things that we are doing, and stop worrying if anybody else see it. We are great. We are doing great things. We are worth it. We are valuable. We are someone's number one choice, even if that choice, that person that is choosing, is ourselves. If they don't see your value, let them lose you. Let them miss out on that blessing. Let them miss out on your greatness. Let them miss out on the greatness that you are going to do. Stop trying to hold on to these people. All you're doing is limiting yourself. I'd rather be surrounded by people that see my value and see me as something great and appreciate me than always being around people that I have to prove my value to and search for that appreciation from. Even if that person that I'm getting it from is myself, I'd rather be by myself, and we talked about that before. And that's the mindset you have to come to. So yeah, let these people miss out on you. Let them choose other people. The grass is not always greener. I promise you, my friend, the grass is not always greener. There is only one you, and there is only one person that is bringing the qualities of you and can do the things that you do the way that you do it. Let these people lose you. And while you're going through this process of realizing your value and walking from these people, always remember to take it just like this. One breath, one step, one day at a time. And it's going to be all right. Somebody's going to appreciate your value. Somebody's going to appreciate the things that you bring in this life, even if it's just you. Somebody will. You are enough. You've been enough this whole time. So stop beating yourself up and appreciate yourself. See the value in yourself. I'm proud of you. You're doing great things. Let's keep doing it. Let's do it for ourselves. Let's not get discouraged. Let's not worry about what anybody else thinks about our value. Let's just focus on ourselves. That's part of it. That's what we got to go through. Go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. You are valuable. All right. You have a blessed one.